Welcome back, YouTube. This is how to play Aether with Veilside, and this is our next video in the series of building the best teams. I hope these videos have been helpful for you, and as you continue through the series, I hope you become an AG Pro as I know you can be. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Right, so let's recap. We have now seen 6 categories for building the best teams. We've seen how to build the best teams based on the basics. We've seen how to build the best teams based on using the proper Mimir Cat and its additional chips. We've seen how to build the best teams based on Gen Zone Faction. We've seen how to build the best teams based on ultimate skill chains. We've seen how to build the best teams based on element. We've seen how to build the best teams based on range, and now we finally come to our last category for building the best teams, and that is based on sigils. Now, when it comes to building the best teams based on sigils, this team lineup serves as one of the best examples I can think of at this point in the game. When it comes to sigils, if you don't already know, these things take a lot of materials to level up, enchant, reconstruct, and upgrade all the more in the future. So choosing the right sigils is really important to how your team functions. And I will be the first to tell you that the best sigils are not always the recommended sigils. So here we have S. Osiris, Aeshu, and Hera for support, right? So when you first look at my team here, we have several of the 7 categories above. Theoretically speaking, we have the basics if Aeshu was built up fully, right? We have the basics here. We have the proper Mimir Cat and its additional chips. We have the same Gen Zone faction. And we have an ultimate skill chain. And we also have a combination of range. But using the proper sigils on this team will increase its ability 100-fold. And this is something that many people who play Aether actually don't know. So there are actually certain sigils that you can equip on one character in the skill chain that directly affect the other character in the skill chain. This sigil here on the screen, which I just simply call Nibble, is what I'm talking about. So if you put 3 of these on a single character, it's going to increase their ultimate skill charge speed by 30%. Okay, that means they're gonna proc their ultimate skill 30% faster. And it's also going to increase the ultimate skill damage by 30%. So what I'm saying is that this sigil is special because it actually affects the ultimate skill charge speed of the other person in the skill chain. So if you were to put 3 of these on S. Osiris, for example, it's going to increase Aeshu's ultimate skill chain that is shared with S. Osiris. That is huge. That is huge when it comes to maximizing your damage and making the best teams. But wait, there's more. I mean, if you think about it, let's say you put 3 of these on both S. Osiris and Aeshu. That means you're going to be getting 60% of the charge speed, and you're also going to be getting 60% of the ultimate skill damage with both of them on the same skill chain, which doesn't even mention the fact that Aeshu is bringing in 8% ultimate skill charge speed with her as well in her own kit. So you're getting a 68% ultimate skill charge speed, and you're getting a 60% ultimate skill damage boost. with putting these sigils on both people who share the skill chain. And that's not everything. Now, let's say you put those 3 sigils on Hera as well. So you have 3 on S. Osiris, you have 3 on A. Shu, and now you're going to put 3 more on Hera here. So this is what I mean by the recommended sigils not always being the best. Now, as you can see on the screen, her recommended sigils are with Virgo's Meteor and Jormungandr, right? So this one, Virgo's Meteor, it decreases the skill and ultimate skill by 1.5 seconds, the cooldown of it, when 0 time is triggered. And of course, Jormungandr is what gives her energy, and she is also a energy hungry unit, much like Asura, so she needs her energy. Especially when we hit 1.5 and we get the new energy sigils, which are just going to make our lives so much better. But what if you were to equip her signature functor, giving you 0 time on demand while also replacing Virgo's Meteor with Nibble sigils, like the setup I have here? This would give her the additional 30% ultimate skill charge speed boost for her special, which buffs the whole team. And since she constantly triggers 0 time, that itself will increase the ultimate skill charge speed for both her and her teammates, since 0 time dodges themselves boost the ultimate skill charge speed all the more. Now, just imagine getting them all to Omega and putting on Virgo's Meteor on each of them with traces, with Nibble sigils, and man, you would be really cooking. So as you can see, the type of sigils that you place on your team can also greatly impact your gameplay to put together one of the best teams possible. There you go, you made it. You finally reached the end of the guide. This concludes our guide on building the best teams with the basics, with the proper Mimir Cat, with the proper factions, with ultimate skill chains, with the best elements, with a balance of range, and finally with OP sigils. I hope this video was a help to you and makes your AG experience even more fun. Thanks for watching. Peace.